because Stig just bought Take This, You Pricks for you guys. So everybody gets a +1 to all your rolls for the rest of the encounter.
Thanks, Stig.
Yep.
Okay, do we get him down here?
Yeah.
Okay. How we had that at the bottom, bottom left corner?
What about the bottom left corner?
To add the +1 for everything?
Yes. Yeah, the modifier box. Yep, that's it. You got it.
Trying to figure out how to do that.
Yep, you just put your mouse just click inside of the box and just type 1. You don't have to put a +1. It'll automatically acknowledge it.
Got it. All right, cool.
1. And then after that, after you do your roll, it will just take it out of there. So you don't have to take it out. All right. So
really cool.
See. Yeah.
All right, so move up here 10. We're going to hit him. This guy do get sneak attack on.
Yes, you will.
Because I got buddies right next to him.
Yeah.
So let's go actions. Let's activate it. Where is that sneak attack? Here? Oh, that should be for damage. Oh, whatever. Anyways. Rapier. Drop it on him.
23, definitely a hit. Nice hit.
And then...
Oh, that's a miss, actually. Wouldn't you shit if I told you that was a miss?
I was just moving off this.
Nice. So Kobold 3 goes down. Elite Kobold 3. As you skewer him.
Figured.
Kobold Kebabs. You can hang him up in the larder room on one of the meat hooks.
So to finish my move, I'm going to 10, 5, 10, 15, and 20 come around here.
Okay.
To take on this guy.
Sure.
I snuck in.
All right. Anything else? Garkin?
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Oh, nice. I think that's the first time you've used Cure Wounds, isn't it? One of the first times.
I believe so.
Yeah. You get back 8 health. You feel a little bit better.
Yeah, and as a bonus action, can I cast Shield of Faith on myself, too?
You can do a spell slot and a cantrip. You can't do 2 spell slots, unfortunately.
I don't have any of those.
Same round. Yeah.
All right. No problem. Then I guess I'm done.
All right. And don't forget, you guys got your inspiration, too, to use for a bonus heal if you want your hit dice heal. All right. Let's see. Anything for Jot?
Can I get him to disappear, go invisible right now? I understand we're in combat. Can you do that, though?
Yep. Poof. He
and
disappears.
Then move?
What do you want?
Is there a way? Can I get him to move back to the room we just came out of? Up there?
It's up to you, boss. But you better have some food for me.
I'm just kicking you out of combat, buddy. I need you to pop back inside that door we just came out of a few minutes ago.
That's right, because if anything happens to me, you know Orcus is going to be pissed off at you. You know I'm like his right-hand man. Yeah. Many have said that about Orcus, but none have actually been successful. All right, pal, I'm going to keep your word to it. I'm going to eat pretty soon.
You will.
Right. Kobold. Kobold. Pack Tactics. Advantage with a dagger attack versus Garkin. And the attack is a miss with a 19. Wow, what is your armor class, dude?
20.
Jeez. All right. Kobold, this is the one that's critically wounded, is actually going to move back, take a sling, and fire it at you, Barlin. And he hits with a 20. As a sling stone knocks you upside your melon for 5 bludgeoning damage. And then he actually runs down the hall. 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, and then he runs down the hall. All right, Gretch. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Thank you guys for the follows and all that good stuff.
All right, I'm going to step right down here on the pillar. I'm going to find a 15-foot cone.
Tier, what's going on, buddy? Oh, nice. 15-foot cone.
Because I'm going to fire off Burning Hands. Now, how do I do that again? How do I select them all again?
All right.
Control
Let's say you'll hit all three of them except for that first one that's closest to you. Because of the whole angle or in front of
If I
you.
back up one, could I hit all four?
I'll tell you, let's see. I don't think you'll be able to hit, like if you go to here. Here, is it a 15-foot cone or is it a 10-foot cone? Because you've only got your cone to
Move up
10.
one square. Z,
Because-
double click the top right hand, the token on your control sheet. It should bring the Mac back up.
So is that a 15 or a 10-foot area
It should be
cone?
15. How do I edit that?
Okay. You just take that little handle down there at the bottom, at the rounded end, and just pull it down one more. Pull it down one more, and then yes, you should be able to hit. Let's see. Let me make a cone for you. Hold on one second. Let me see here. All right. So this will be a cone, and you put the cone here. So yeah, you put the cone there. It'll basically hit 3 of the 4. But if you go up one more, then you would probably hit all of them. Yeah,
I won't hit all.
also. Okay, so you're basically just going from here to here, basically.
All right.
Where were you at? Where were you at before? Were you here? You were here. Okay, so you would have to move there, and then yeah, Burton. So click all 4 of those. Target all 4 of them, and then
It's control, right?
control. Yep, control left click on them on each one. Here you go. 2, 3, and 4 kobolds. Okay. Now go ahead and do the saving throw and just click it once. And if it doesn't roll on the first, just double click it. There you go. So it looks like Eustrel was the only one that was successful. Yeah, very nice. So same thing with damage. And it'll acknowledge success and failure for saving throws. All right. So it looks like, yeah, you just leveled 3 kobolds in front of Eustrel. And she basically took half damage. So kobold 8's down.
Nice.
And with that, I have Grim Harvest.
Yeah, so you'll get that because of the effect from killing something with a spell. All right. So do you want to take any other movements? I don't know if you
I'll
want
take
to.
an attack of opportunity, right?
What? Yeah, you would. From
No,
number
I'm staying
2.
just fine.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to Zeus.
Alright, I'll use my movement.
Yeah, we still got 2 spots open for that Savage Worlds game. I'm looking forward to playing it. All right. So let's get an attack roll first. Easy killer. Slow down. All right, let's
Yeah, I
let's
did my
get an,
attack roll.
where's it at?
No,
I
you
wanna
rolled
see his
damage twice.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. It still would have been a hit. So let's take
Do you want me
and
to re-roll the damage or just
no. I'll take off 13 damage from it. Exceeded it by 10, so I will take a total of 3 off. So Eustrel's in pretty bad shape by this point. She's starting to stagger around and whatnot. Nice hit though.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get another couple more attacks. This is going to be with advantage against Garkin. That'll be a miss. Eustrel. All right, so she is going to go ahead and let's see. She's going to blast you with a chromatic orb. Zeus. It's going to be with a disadvantage because of your long reach. But I'm going to negate that with one of my DM inspirations. And it'll be a normal roll against you. So the chromatic orb just streaks past you and smashes on the wall behind you. Now she's going to run again, so I'm going to let you have an attack of opportunity.
Make sure I use the right dice.
All right, so you're going to miss with your attack of opportunity, and she's going to dip around this corner. All right, Barlin, you're up.
All right. We're going to move the zombie.
They've actually done really good, especially with the kobolds and pack tactics. They've done really
And then
well.
I'm going to take off after Kobold 6.
No, Twitch, this isn't no one shot. No, this is the Tales from the Yawning Portal campaign. All right.
Going to cast Vicious Mockery on him.
Sounds like a winner. Vicious Mockery. They did a good job with that. With 5th edition. That's a failure of a wisdom saving throw. One psychic damage. Better than 0 psychic damage, Barlin.
Right, and then he's at disadvantage for attack rolls next round.
Yep, okay. You have a pendant to drop on him or anything? Or I think you do, don't you? Yeah, I see it.
It should already be there. Can my zombie dash or not?
Sure. I mean, yeah, but it's not going to get an action, though. It won't get the
Exactly.
attack, yeah. But yeah, I guess you can. Yeah, sure. Why not?
In case he moves away.
All right. So you've got a kobold on you, Elias. And the kobold has got a dagger, rusty dagger, and swings and hits you with it. Oh, you're going to take 3 piercing damage. You're lightly wounded. Elias, it's now your turn. We're in round 4. You guys have done pretty good work with these kobolds. You guys were heavily outnumbered.
There's gonna be a little payback on this guy. And I gotta use one of my abilities, Rakish Audacity, to get sneak attack. Since he is, what is it? You don't need advantage on your attack roll to use your sneak attack if no creature other than your target is within 5 feet of you. So, sneak attack on him for hitting me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's drop the rapier damage on him.
Oh! Ow!
Nice. Let's get the sneak attack active, and we'll drop there.
Nice. Yeah, the kobold instant death. I was going to go full cosplay on you guys tonight, but I'm going to wait till Splug next week. I got my costume here. Finally came in the last piece. Well, actually, I ordered another piece today, so it's really going overboard with it, but that's okay. I can't wait to do it. All right.
With him dead.
Put him over here. Can you drop that back on this kobold here? Yeah, he's dead.
All right, with him dead, I'm going to move up here to help with these guys.
All right, you move in.
Yep, moved. And
Garkin.
Yep.
I keep wanting to say Gherkin
All right.
every
I'm
time.
going to try and put this one out. So I'm going to drop the hammer on him. Number 2.
Dropping the hammer. Oh, Garkin!
And I dropped it, all right.
Man.
Don't forget your +1.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
yeah,
forget
yeah.
your plus
Oh,
ones,
ooh.
yes. And you got an inspiration, so if you want to use that inspiration, I'll let you re-roll that if you want to burn that.
No, I'll save it.
All right. Ooh, he's confident the battle's in hand. Anything for Jot?
No.
All right. Let's see. Kobold's going to go ahead and go. Let's see, where is this kobold? I think it's the one up there with you. It is. Pack Tactics gonna actually attack Elias. Oh, that's a hit. Let me roll one more just to make sure I don't roll a crit because I had advantage because of Pack Tactics. Oh man, yeah. So you still would have got you still got shanked. You take 4 piercing damage. All right, Gretch.
I am going to use a firebolt on Kobold 2.
I think it's like 45% Twitch. It's a pretty good percentage chance. I actually turned it
How
out
does that
from
work?
the.
Is it disadvantage because I'm less than 5 feet away?
Yes. Now you're wanting to get out of there.
Firebolt.
Firebolt. Yeah, it's going to be disadvantage because he's right in your grill. So yeah.
So actually, instead of that, I'm going to back up. I'm going to take an attack of opportunity though, won't I?
I will allow that all day long, buddy. So the kobold's going to take a gig at you with his. Oh, he hits. He gigs you with his dagger. So you take 5 more piercing damage. You're heavily wounded, but you stagger back, Gretch, and you can now take your spell attack. As it's like you just went 10 rounds with Mike Tyson as you're kind of stumbling around and stuff. Wow, Twitchy. Wow, Twitchy just gambled everything he had and won and doubled his money. Can you believe that? What a lucky ass.
Nice.
He'll do it again and lose it. Watch. All right, nice shot there. 5 damage to the kobold. He's in bad shape. And we're going on to Zeus.
What was the perk that I got?
You have any reroll on. You can reroll any attack, saving throw, or skill check. He's actually done twice. Done that twice. All right. So as you round the corner, Eustrail is within sight. Zeus, don't do it. We can be good for one another. We'll raise a large kobold colony. We'll rule the world, you and I, Zeus. And my magic items on the altar. You and I.
I gave you a chance. You attacked my friends, even after they told you the truth. You did not believe them. Now I must kill you.
Jesus. All right, you attack. Oh, you nail her with a 23. Oh, we could have been good together, Zeus. She falls
I'm so
down.
sorry, my love.
No, you're not. Don't lie.
No, I'm not. Not really. Adios.
She dies. Oh boy, Twitch is going to try it one more time. He's going all in. All right, Zeus. Going up to the kobold number 2. Advantage on Elias.
Bring it.
He hit with a 17. He brings it. And you take 3 more piercing damage. Pretty bad shape now.
Just the flesh wound.
Barlin, you're up.
I've had
Twitchy,
whatever.
good luck,
All right.
man. Good luck, Twitchy.
Is this supposed to be Cobalt 6 over here?
It is, but you can drop a disadvantage on him again. I deleted the wrong one, unfortunately.
Okay.
I'm almost willing to say he's not going to get a chance to attack you. Oh, man. Oh, 9 lives, 8 lives. All right. The zombie misses.
And I miss.
Oh, Barlin, you miss. Holy cow. Let's go next. Holy cow. We got a kobold. The kobold's on you. Wow, it's going to get disadvantaged though. He's going to try to hit that zombie. No, it's a hit. That's right. Zombies have horrible armor classes.
Like an 8.
Yeah. So let's roll damage on Stinky. Oh, Stinky goes down, but Stinky could come back up too.
But I have undead fortitude.
Yeah, he could come back up. So we'll find out when it's his turn again. Okay, so let's see. Elias. Oh, actually, he rolled a con saving throw, which would be okay.
Give him 1 hit point.
So he's at 1 hit point. He's at 21 wounds. He pops back up and says, "Brains, Barlin." All right, Elias, round 5.
Alright, so Elias's rapier will dart out an Elite Cobalt 2 sneak attack, and then the green flame, hopefully, will fly out with the other one.
Twitchy just lost 8,800 gold in
Wow.
two rolls. Cha-ching.
Let me have that +1.
Then, of course, Zevia throws the punch when he's down and says, "Karma needed to be repaid."
The house always wins.
The house does just about always wins, yeah. All right, Elias, let's see what's going on here.
Alright, so let's go. Rapier on.
These 2 kobolds are beating the shit out of you guys. I mean, they really are.
And
Wow.
I'm going to use Inspiration to reroll that, can I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Boop, there it goes. We're going to reroll it.
Jinx.
I can do better than that.
That's a hit. You hit kobold number 2.
There we go.
Ah, Twitchy. I'm sorry about that, man.
And the little flame darting out over.
Yep. Number 2 just went down, and Twitchy just bet his last 58 gold, and now he has 0.
Give him 5 minutes, he'll have some more.
I think I might give him 1.
Then I'm going to use. Yes, I should be able to. Fancy footwork to move away without drawing attack of opportunity.
I think he's dead.
Says he's dead.
Phone says he's. Oh yeah, it does say he's dead. Right.
No, he's back up to 58 now. Oh, Jesus. All right, Garkin. Let's see if you can take this last kobold out.
Isn't he dead?
Let's see. Yeah, he's dead. My bad. I was so enamored with Twitchy betting everything he had. All right, you guys are out of combat except for this last kobold down here. So you're not really technically out. But what do you do, Garkin? There's the throne. There's an altar behind there. Lots of treasure all over the place.
Well, I'm not gonna. What? You know what? I'm gonna head into this room. If no, I can't get there. 10, 20, 30. You know what? I can go 30 more, can't I?
If you still have an action, yeah. You can use an action to take dash. Absolutely.
So I'm gonna go in this room.
Okay, yeah. All right, so you walk into the room, and it looks like this is one of the other, like, kobold guard stations. There's like a fire pit in the middle, burning embers. They've got some food on a spit that's over the fire. There's all kinds of hay, flea-ridden blankets and pillows, and all kinds of broken statues and whatnot. It's a mess in here. But there's
Okay.
it looks like there's a couple of small little sacks that are on the floor. Looks like there's 3 of them. There's one little, like a little pouch beside each pillow, and there's 3 of these. There's like 3 areas where the 3 kobolds were staying. There's a little pouch for each pillow, like I was saying.
All right, well, I'm going to search through those.
Okay. Yeah, there's pretty much just silver. There's about 40 silver that's in these pouches. And I'll go ahead and I'll add that to the party tracker. All right, Jot doing anything, or is Jot just hanging out? Gretch, you're up also.
He can come hang out with me if he wants to now. We've got out of combat. Hey, Jot, come on over here and tag along with me. You got to come see this. We come over to the table. I'm going to move over to the table here, and I'm going to clean it off, throw everything in my backpack, key included.
Okie dokie. Am I putting this into the party loot?
For now, yeah, with the exception of the key, because when you showed us her throne, on top of the throne where the key is in the dragon's mouth, it looked like that actually the top part of the throne was actually a chest. Am I incorrect on that? Looked like there's handles on the sides, and it looks like there's a chest thing on top.
Yeah, it does look like that, but no, it's not a chest.
Okay. I will.
But you're able to get the key though. Okay. All right. I will go ahead and I'll drop that key into the parcel.
And then I'll grab everything off the table and sweep it into my backpack.
All right. And then, like I was saying, on the actual table itself, behind the dragon throne, there is that feather token looking item. There is there's 3 elixirs of health, and then 3 scrolls that are kind of rolled up as well. And I'll go ahead and add that. All right. Now I will go ahead and distribute the key to you. All right, there you go. And I've also given you guys the silver for the 3 rooms. Now, we'll go on to Zeus. What would you like to do? Zeus, you can see that there's still fighting going on down here on the eastern end of this 10-foot wide corridor. And you also see that there's a door on your left about 30 or 40 feet in front of you. And there's also 2 doors on your right-hand side also. But this door here, I'm going to put a pointer here. This door is open, though. But the other door is empty on the right-hand side.
I'm going to use my bonus action to dash.
Okay.
30. So I'm going to move as normal. 20, and I'm going to attack.
You run by this room, and it's like another encampment room. All right. You miss the kobold with your attack with the lance.
Can I? I'm going to save that. Okay, I'm done.
All right.
That
If
dude
you
is
wanna,
Rambo.
you have that re-roll if you want to use it. If you don't use it, you lose it
I'm
by the
gonna
end of the
save it.
night. So, okay. Barlin, what say you?
All right. Well, Stinky's going to try to take this damn little thing out.
Stinky? Who are you calling Stinky? Sorry, I had to do that. Who are you calling Stinky? Stinky? All right. 16 is a hit.
And did 2 points of damage to him. Yeah.
This guy's got 9 lives, doesn't he? This guy is still alive. Zombie, he's up. So you can get his springs back up. You can go ahead and attack.
Does a 12 hit it? I didn't add my +1 to that.
A 12, I think, is pretty close. A 12 is a hit. So you can go ahead and roll damage on the kobold. Oh, 1. You've hit him like 4 times. And that includes Thunderwave.
Yeah.
You have a,
Well, it says,
headset
says
you
he's
could turn on?
dying, so I don't know.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of feedback. Do you got a headset you can turn on, Barlin? By chance? You've hit that thing with Thunderwave. And then what? 3 attacks? That's like 4 attacks it's taken. Oh my gosh.
And 2 slams.
Oh, that's so good. I love it. This thing deserves to get an attack. I mean, it really does. You got to say it does deserve an attack. And it's going to say in Draconic, I thought I put you down once, zombie. Oh, look at that.
Dirty.
Look at that. It is a crit. And guess what? I like that. I like rolling crits. That's our first crit of the night, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go ahead and roll some damage. Ooh, nice. 6 damage. Stinky goes back down. And I think a crit actually prevents that from coming back up. I think a crit. I think I read that. If not,
Correct.
yeah. So, Stinky's going to go down then. Oh boy. So we'll take Stinky off. Then the kobold laughs, and that's it for him. He's not going to run. He ain't stupid. All right, let's go to Elias.
Oh, sweet. Well, while Dag is over there and everyone's there, I'm going to go check this room out here.
All right. You open up the door. It looks like some type of prison, Elias. And when you open up the door, there are 4 goblins. There's 4 small goblins. They're shackled in these rusted chains, and these rusty chains are attached to a large iron spike that's set into the floor. And then throughout the room, you can see that there's several broken weapons and, shields that have already been split and sundered. They're lying around in the different corners of the room. And I will go ahead and put these goblins onto the map for you. And they're here. And they start saying something in Goblinoid. And I'll go ahead and say something in Goblinoid. They're just jibber-jabbering, and you don't understand a word that they're saying. But it looks like a prison, and they are chained and spiked to the floor.
I'll call out for Barlin. Can you understand these things, please?
Kind of busy right now.
All right.
Won't you die?
No. Brains!
So that's my turn.
All right, Garkin.
All right. I guess I'll do the dash thing again and come around the corner.
Get a little bit of experience.
See if I did the math right there.
Yeah, looks good.
All right. I'm there.
All right.
Well,
Anything, let's see, Dag, how about you? Last round you got all of the loot put into the pack. The group sack.
Me and Jot are going to take off down this hallway.
Thank you guys so much again for all of the follows. I totally appreciate it. Sterling, Kevin,
I still can't move Jot.
Dylan. Okay. Jot's going to go right with you then. ASAP, Gerard,
That would be
Chars, Fine, Diana, Emmett, Dravik. Thank you guys so much. Tons of follows.
Actually, hang on. I can take a dash, right? Because I'm not attacking anything.
You sure can, yeah. You can move double. And I'll just move Jot with you.
There we go.
All right.
And that's it.
Zeus, what say you? Are you going to kill this thing, Zeus, or what?
Why won't you die?
I want somebody to roll a 1. That's what I
I
want.
have to do my +1, so I'll just add that. So.
Oh,
Nice.
Boom.
there it is. That's a nice critical hit. Yeah. This kobold just explodes into pieces. He's taken out finally. I think the 4th and final shot killed him. Alright, so all of you guys are out of combat. And good job, you guys were outnumbered. I think 3-1 on that. You guys want some experience? Let me guys give you...
Yep.
Let me give you some
Sure.
experience. This is for 5 encounters. This was 5 encounters at one time. So you guys get a total of 200 experience, even. Very nice. 1,000 split up.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. So we have this room to check out, and one more door.
This is an empty room, Garkin. Just an empty chamber, ruined, all kinds of rocky debris that has basically fallen in from the ceiling.
How do you move the map?
How do you move the map? In the lower right-hand corner, just hit that little navigation button.
You can
Elias?
either push down on your scroll wheel or hit the
Yep.
left and mouse together at the same time.
Yep, you can do that too. All right, so we'll kind of go around to what everyone is doing, and we'll start at Barlin, seeing that he was the next to go at the end of combat. Decapitate. Thanks so much. Decapito. Thank you. All right, so Barlin, what do you want to do? And then we'll go back to the top.
Yeah, let's move up next to Elias.
All right. You want to open that door up?
Well, let's listen at the door first.
All right, give me a perception check. Dun 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 dun. You can hear many kobolds behind this door. Kind of reminds you of a herd of kobolds, sort of like what the goblin room was.
Right, well, let's wait till the rest of the party gets here before we get too brazen.
Okay.
All right. There's that room with goblin prisoners if you want to speak to them first.
I can't talk. I can't speak Goblin unless I can speak.
Should we just kill them?
Since we're taking out the entire dungeon, yeah, might as well. It's like an extra 40 XP.
All right, how about let's go to Elias. You want to open the door?
You know, we could set them loose and turn them loose inside the cobalt layer there and just eat some popcorn.
But, huh? Do you think you could get them in there? I guess we free them, right?
Do whatever you want.
If we free them, they might be indebted to us, right? Maybe they have a sense of honor of some sort.
I wouldn't trust goblins.
They're chained.
Open the door?
Well, I'll be not not going down. I'm going to go back to the goblin.
Okay.
See if
They're holding up their hands, their shackled hands. They're holding them up like, free me. Of course, you
All
can't
right.
understand a lick they're saying, but
no. But if they're holding the hands up to me, I'll
yeah, they're pointing to the keyhole and stuff that's on the
I'll be
shackles.
cautious. I'll try to pick their locks.
Okay. Give me a. They're very shoddy. Give me a. In fact, you can work at them and get them. I'm not even going to make you roll on that.
All right, so I'll be working on that while you go around.
All right, so Garkin, what say you?
Well, I'll come up into this room too.
Okay. You open it up, and there's 4 goblins in shackles with Elias in the room with you also. And he's picking the locks of one of the goblins.
Yeah, I'll just wait there.
Okay. Gretch?
Me and Jot are going to go straight down the hallway we're in. We're going to loop around the corner. There's one door that we missed. I remembered that from last time we were there, and I wanted to make sure we touched on that before we left.
Okay. So basically, yeah, this room down here, yeah, it's an empty room, pretty much.
Okay. So never mind then. I'll have to
It is
stay
an
here.
empty room. Yeah, that's an empty room.
Okay.
And you know there is the corpse of this goblin. You can see that it's been disturbed. The guy that was sleeping in this little bed here. Yeah. Poor Meepo. There's another room up here with the door open. And
Yeah.
this room up here was another. It's like a guard chamber basically.
Okay. Anything in there?
Nope. Nah, just a little bit of silver, but I've already given you the silver on the party sheet. So,
Gotcha. Well, that's it then.
all right, Barlin. What say you? Is it time to open the door? Are you still standing by, or what? If you're talking, Barlin, I cannot hear you. Zeus, what about you? You want to do anything, Zeus?
Yeah, my back's still messed up, but I'd like to search the head kobold. Whatever her name was, I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, Eustrel?
You're still.
Yeah.
She doesn't have anything on her except for a shoddy dagger, shoddy rusty dagger. She said all of her treasure was back on that altar, the scrolls and stuff like that. She said that was mine, dude.
Yeah, search.
Was not anymore.
I'm just going to rip out one of her canines then
Oh,
and join the
wow.
rest
Wow.
as a trophy.
Wow.
Consider it a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
I like it. So it looks like you guys have everything cleared, and you have that dragon key. And the dragon key that was in the mouth of the throne works in the door down to the south, where you guys had actually had that clutch check to open the door. But you still
Oh,
had
really?
the-
Man.
Yeah. I think it was for this area down here. Very southern corridor. You guys have actually,
Yeah. Or almost
I think-
died.
you guys
That's
have
why
actually.
I patted Elias on the back.
So what are you guys
Oh,
doing
yeah,
with these
that's-
goblins and this door? You guys still have the goblins in this prison chamber, and you also have this
Oh,
room where you can hear a lot of squeals and you can hear a lot of kobolds crying and whimpering behind this door. Oh,
I like the idea of sending the goblins in there.
Yeah. My goal is when I get them free to try to persuade them that we can't really communicate well with them, persuade them to go out to that door where Barlin is and have Barlin open the door and let them run in.
If you can't persuade them, I'm sure I can.
Sir, they walk over to the corners of the prisoner chamber that they're in, and remember, there's a bunch of, broken and sundered shields and shoddy broken weapons, and all four of these goblins, as you get them all unshackled, they pick up these broken weapons and these broken shields, and I guess you point them over towards Barlin.
Yeah, I'll be like, go, be free.
Yeah,
That's the way out.
They see all of the dead kobolds that are just strewn everywhere, and they just smile at you and nod, and they go right up to where you're at, Barlin, and they reach for the door to open it up. And they open up the door, and where you're at, Garkin, and we're pretty much where you're at, Garkin, you can see a lot of the kobolds running around and whatnot. And it looks like it's a small little goblin city, well, the kobold city, where there's elderly kobolds, there are, little children runts running around, all that. There's a whole mess of them. And as the last goblin walks in, he just turns around towards you and pats the half-broken, the horrible weapon in his hand, and he smiles and he nods, and then he shuts the door behind him, and then you can start to hear screams from all of the kobolds. Screams of terror.
Damn, that's... Wow. Interesting.
It's a good thing Geese is on the other side of the room.
Where do I look? Sorry to keep interrupting with this, but how do I get the map back up?
No problem. You can always...
Sorry.
Don't worry. You can always click on the little portrait, or you can just let me know, and then I'll share it really quick. No problem. Only takes a second to right-click it. All right, adventurers, what say you as you hear the shrills of terror and screams and death and carnage coming from beyond the stone door that the goblins just went into?
Yeah, I'll let them have their fun. Did we check the altar over here?
What's all the screaming?
The four goblin prisoners are having a little bit of fun. I think we should wait on them to finish and then polish up what's left over.
Okay.
Red, thanks for the follow.
I know they took the key. Do we get the stuff on the altar?
I have
We
it.
go
Yes.
do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it all.
Yeah.
Does anybody need healing?
Yeah.
I can use a little.
Be useful. We could use one of the empty rooms.
Archon.
Hang out for a bit.
Get ready to climb down a hole.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and heal these guys.
So what do you guys think?
Last.
It's time to climb down a hole.
Oh, it feels much better. Thank you, sir.
You guys want to take a short rest?
I'm game for that. Then we can send the four goblins down the hole.
Thanks, Denimbergs.
Oh, yeah, maybe they'll
Thanks,
help us.
Bergs, for the follow. Appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a short rest. After about 45 minutes or so, the rules, well, the goblins come back out, and it seems like all of the screaming and terror has stopped, and these goblins are covered with blood from head to toe. And they just walk past you, and it looks like they're walking back towards the goblin area of the Citadel.
Don't we want to just go ahead and take them out?
I'm game for that, but I would almost prefer to see if they would be willing to go down that hole for us and see if they could help us out. We just can't let them see their other companions.
I think that might be kind of hard by this point. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm kind of I'm on board with cleaning up what's left.
Yeah, just
Okay.
attack them as soon as they come out the door.
All right, you guys make quick work of them. We won't do another combat for that, but you guys will make quick work of them. Now,
They're probably tired.
the the rest. Garkin, you are feeling remorse for letting those goblins, because you are bound by law and whatnot, being oath of the crown and whatnot. So you're actually feeling guilt about not stopping those goblins going in there. So, for the rest, you're so disturbed with this Garkin that you're not going to be able to use any hit dice heals for this short rest. Because you were in contemplation with yourself, and plus you thought you could hear voices from your deity as well. If you're fully erect.
All right.
I am fully erect has just joined the channel.
Wow.
Miriam, thank you. So yeah, you feel remorse about that. And in fact, I'll let you give me a religion check in the dice tower also. As the voices in your head are talking to you.
I want to go in the tower. I got to move something.
Oh, no problem. You can move that tower if you want to. Just right-click on it and unlock it, and then you can move it anywhere you want. Just in case you didn't know. Yeah, you actually... It's going to give you a chance to kind of recover from that, but yeah, you actually feel some remorse for that.
All right, I'll spend it praying. The rest of praying instead then.
All right. All right, everybody. Hours gone by, no encounters. You guys took care of the goblins. You guys have gotten your experience. You've gotten your treasure. Oh. Thanks for the host. We'll appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, guess it's time to go down.
Oh, I think it is. So you guys want to climb down?
I make sure my little map that I've been drawing in my journal is complete. And then...
Hey, Dave, if we wanted to skin the white dragon hide and get the pelt off of it, what kind of a skill check would that be?
Just like a nature check. If you want to do something like that, yeah, I'm down for something like that.
All right. Who's got the highest nature check?
Thanks, Sparta.
I got +2.
Yeah, it's probably definitely not me.
Hunter, thanks for the follow,
0.
Hunter.
I got a +4.
Yep, you got it. I only got a 2.
-1.
Awesome.
Okay, Dave, our tokens are off the map, so I can't cast
You can just open up your
guidance on
character sheet, right?
myself. Yeah, my character sheet's open.
Can you open up the combat tracker and dump it on yourself in the combat tracker? Here, I'll put a token down for you.
Yeah, I can do it. I can do it from here.
I could put the token back down for you. I moved into another map.
I just got it. No, don't worry about it. I forgot I can do that on the combat tracker.
Love the combat tracker. That's like the bread and butter of Fantasy Grounds, you know?
You want me to dump it in the dice tower or out open?
You can just do it out in the open. All right. You get a good portion of the
I'm
hide
gonna shoot
off.
a roll.
Sure. No, it's okay. You guys are only level 3, so. General Farmer, what's up, man?
I could have
Time
rolled a
does
28
fly.
though. I mean,
Yeah. But you do get part of the dragon hide, so just make an item on your sheet, and then whenever you're ready to do something with it down the line, we'll talk about it. Thanks for the 12 months, General Farmer. I totally appreciate it, man.
thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Nice roll. All right, so you guys want to descend down this pit in this circular chamber. It's about 80 foot down. It's actually further down than what your dark vision allows you to see. And, you know, like I was telling you before, there's all these vines and reeds and whatnot that are growing the entire length of this shaft as it descends down into the darkness. So you guys are all traveling down it, right? All climbing down it? Everybody's being careful, whatnot?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay. I will go ahead and give you the next map. As you appear, as you drop down out of the ceiling, and there's a lot of vines and stuff that you can actually hang on to and, you know, drop down safely. In this massive square chamber, there is all kinds of luminescent fungus, all kinds of light yellows, light blues, light greens, and it's all clinging to the walls, the ceilings, the floors of this huge room. And the air is very damp in here. And then there's all kinds of odors of decay. On the floor, along with all of these luminescent fungus that's growing up out of the mud, it's like a peat moss. Actually, it's like a rotting vegetation. It's very damp, very moist. There's bones strewn without. Looks like several different animals, cave animals. Like you can see mandibles and stuff from spiders and whatnot. And then there's all kinds of, like I said, dead saplings in here as well. And as you guys are kind of looking around, you're like, what the hell is that? It looks like a couple of skeletons. There's actually a couple of skeletons that are in robes. That are, looks like they're tending to this peat moss. This huge room of, you know, this fungus that's glowing all these light, beautiful colors. And it looks like they have a couple of wheelbarrows. There's some shovels that they're using. And they're basically turning the soil, bending down, picking up a mushroom, and throwing it into the barrel. And I'm going to show you where these two skeletons are. There's one here. And these things, you know, come into your focus as you guys are looking around, as you drop down from the ceiling, the chamber in the ceiling. And these skeletons, they're paying no attention to you. They're just, it looks like they're doing their job. It looks like they're picking up mushrooms and throwing them into the wheelbarrow and all that other good stuff. Digging around in the peat moss. Jumpy, thanks so much for the follows, guys. Yeah, they have weapons at their side. Plus, they have shovels in their hands too. So I guess they could be used as improvised weapons. Blockier, thanks for the follow, Blockier. Appreciate it.